Good start? Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
What do the actuators do?
Pretty simple, really. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
That's a tough-looking dog. I bet he's handy in a fight.
Excuse me. Nothing there after all.
Intruder detected. Beginning search.
Beastly nuisance. Glad that's done with.
Going down. Basement.
Sweet.
Please stand still. Stand still.
Citizens will not be harmed. Put down your weapons and submit to authority.
Over here.
Going out. Second floor.
Nice.
Excuse me, should you be out of your room?
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed. All clear. Basement.
Nothing much. Nothing there after all.
Commencing lawful use of deadly. Going up. Second floor.
Oh, back to the usual daily tedium.
Looks dead. Put one more in its head for good measure. Might take a chance.
Brotherhood continues to make waves. They've recently been seen cleaning up Fort Strong, formerly occupied by some very unpleasant supermutants. Whether they plan to annex the location or just wanted to get rid of the neighbors, I couldn't say. Whatever their reasoning, I think we can all agree that fewer supermutant threats isn't a bad thing. This one is Danny Kaye, singing about civilization.
Proctor Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
She's right.
Of course she's right. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Rearming Prime with nukes should get him back to full fighting potential.
Describe Halen.
Glad to have
It's
you
good
on
to
the
see you
team.
again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into the Cambridge police station.
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure. Good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way.
How've things been over there?
Pretty well, actually. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
What about those feral ghouls? They still a problem?
With a vertibird at our disposal? Not a chance. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you've found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar. and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
Why use this distress pulsar?
Unless you could locate an entire radio station within the glowing sea, there's no way you're going to be able to send out a regular signal. Luckily, the distress pulsar's ping cuts right through the interference, and we'll be able to hear you as long as we stay close to the frontier. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
I'm looking for some bombs. Nuclear bombs.
You trivialize that which resides here. The children...
Trust me, I'm on your side.
Atom has no need of... When he returns, that is why they must...
I want to spread his, glory. Look, the bombs will get used, okay? Isn't that what you want?
Your words ring hollow. I do not hear the relics.
Uh-huh. Adam's wrath?
He is the great...
Sure.
Now,
Right. I don't have time for this. Just tell me where you've stashed the damn nukes.
How dare you? Your time on this...
Once we decrypt that intel you recovered from the Institute, we'll find a weapon.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
I have full confidence in the abilities of every...
I appreciate that.
Proctor?
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all,
It would be better if a trained technician performed...
Liberty Prime, back online.
let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime, Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning: nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning: power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
It's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, you really want to keep an eye on the big guy here. I appreciate it.
The human-looking synths are the worst. They hide in plain sight.
Proctor Ingram?
Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
What was that he said about his power core?
Prime's in top shape, but his nuclear engine needs to be restarted. Right now, we have him running off of the Pridwin's engines. Once I get that sorted out, we'll send him off to kick in the Institute's front door. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
It'll do, I suppose.
Well, that's gratitude for you. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Hey. What's your reconnaissance of the Institute?
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of them.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The data you brought back, Paladin Dance's, to make matter, his sudden absence, I'm finding it difficult.
You have to believe me.
I suspect you're saying exactly what I want. Do you wish to try again?
After everything I've done for the Brotherhood, you have some nerve accusing me of lying.
How dare you speak to me in that tone of voice? I'm
Has it ever occurred to you that Dan...
No. However, even if that...
Sure.
Which means, however, Dance is on mission in the which leaves me... I'm ordering you.
Right. With pleasure.
I appreciate Listen. But if we're to remain... Find and Knight, you're dismissed.
Attention! This is a reminder. All recovered technology must be presented immediately to Proctor Quinlan for evaluation.
Oh, Knight.
Anyone found in possession of undocumented technologies will be subject to inquiry and punishment.
What do you know about this situation?
While I was... as I was I'm certain...
Right. He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I think you may want to get...
What the hell?
I assume your outburst was a reference to...
So he sets Dance up?
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? The kid... There's obviously been a mistake.
Scribe Halen, now.
Of course. I believe I have...
Very well, then.
Knight, if you'd... I've stored the data.
I'll take anything that gets me close.
Yes, sir.
Proceed.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Well, if it isn't the man who...
Scribe?
This way. This way.
Excuse me, Scribe Halen.
This way. This way.
Scribe Halen?
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
That's a risky question, Halen.
I've known Paladin. He trained me, showed me the ropes. He's earned my admiration. I don't care what...
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxon's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing. That's why I'm... If you're...
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just... It was listening post. It's isolated. Just...
Commencing attack on hostile cell.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
Why didn't you tell me, Dance?
Because, until Quinlan got that list, I never expected if it wasn't for Halen. So, what are your orders?
No.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact. I wish Maxon, but that doesn't change a thing.
Right.
If you disobey synth technology that's... I need...
The empathy that you're showing...
I appreciate... I'm ready, Mac...
No. I won't do it, Dance.
I can't believe... Why would you do that?
I've already lost my family.
You're right. How could I... I should consider... Perhaps now that you've...
Whatever you decide.
Thank you, my... The only clear choice is for me... The sooner I... Take my hop... Now.
Hey.
Going up.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's still alive. Because you're wrong about him.
Him! Dance isn't it wasn't born flesh. By attempting to...
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the...
You're the physical embodiment. Look around you, Dance. Millions. Perhaps they called it a new frontier and pushing the... Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of...
Dance wants to save mankind.
You're as delusional. How can you... A machine... Those...
It's... But when I heard your... Don't you... From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust. And I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute is foolish. I don't my orders...
It's all right. You convinced me that whatever you just...
Touching. Either...
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all...
Very well.
Whether he's human...
You're a stubborn man. So... allowing Dance to live, undermine... Which leaves me, Dance. You were pursued, and from this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Pridwin. Should you choose to ignore me, no, you'll be fired upon. Do we?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't miss the only reason you're...
Sure.
I'm returning to the Pridwin, Knight. Take some time. We still have...
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxon like that.
Friends take care of each other, no matter what.
That they do. Which is why I've decided to stay here. I didn't plan on spending the... Besides, now, you bet if you ever need me...
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet...
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
Understood.
Good. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now... Congratulations, Paladin.
I'm honored, Elder.
You've earned it by your own actions. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, while the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operation. Report to him ad Victor.
Your promotion was well deserved, Paladin. I prefer laser weapons myself.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, they're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to her. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly... If we strike them now, we...
Hit them before they...
Precisely. Destroy to that end.
Consider it done.
Thank you, Paladin. Now, before you depart...
Our sources tell us that the railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or... They use the robot. If you could use... I'm certain we...
Anything useful you can tell me about?
We have very... It's... I have no...
I think that's sure. When you're ready, they'll provide demo... Advic...
If you're no good at hacking Pam's systems, you should take someone with you who...
Might want to have Knight Captain K take a look at that injury.
What?
Damn it!
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Go down.
Ah! I'm hit!
Need some help! I can't move my arm! Detonation pack, secured and ready, sir.
Hey there.
We should have this operation wrapped up in no time.
What the? Let's do this.
Who's there? Going when it's cold.
Shit, we got company! Look alive, everyone.
Security mode enabled. Voice interface is unavailable at this time.
Pam.
Security lockdown is in effect. Communication impossible.
railroad's offering minimal resistance, pal.
The railroad's like a scared bunch of rat roaches scurrying for cover.
We're only taking minimal casualties, Paladin.
I can't wait to see Liberty Prime and
Well, it appears that the railroad won't be...
Those sympathizers...
That they did. I'm also pleased we are having it brought to the Pridwin, where it's an amazing piece of pre-war technology. Speaking of, congratulations, ad Victoriam.
Attention all personnel. This is to serve as a reminder. Scribe Naraya's mole rat subjects are not pets. They are crucial military resources. As such, they are not to be fed by any personnel save Scribe Naraya and her team. Any violation of this policy will result in severe discipline.
If we're gonna defeat the Institute.
Spoken like a true... Anyway, we've been... That's why we need you.
And I'm betting...
Of course, Quinlan... The CE... The agitator was... That's...
It would be helpful if you tagged along.
I knew you'd see it. Kel... Grab... If...
If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell, I'd be the first one.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Choose through barrels like me.
Roger that, Scabbard. We have clearance for relief. You might want to hang on, sir. The drop can be a little rough.
Never could get used to flying in these things.
Hostile target sighted on the roof, sir. Prepare to engage.
Damn synths, they're crawling all over the place. Send them out before we drop.
Going down.
Something wrong.
Target down! Shoot to kill! Fire! Engaging hostiles!
Detonating explosive charge.
They've knocked out the power to the elevators!
Got it.
We could always drop through here. Might not be as cushy as an elevator ride, but at least we'll be headed in the right direction.
Detected.